Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore a very beautiful and fascinating coin from Australia, the 2004 Australian 50 cents coin featuring the iconic fauna, the lorikeet, koala, and wombat. If you love coins or you're just starting your collection journey, this video is going to be very interesting and valuable for you. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the story of this amazing coin. First, let's talk about the history and overall condition of this coin. The Australian 50 cents coin is one of the most recognizable coins in Australia due to its unique size and dodecagonal shape, meaning it has 12 sides. The 2004 issue is especially attractive because it celebrates Australia's wildlife through detailed designs of native animals like the colorful lorikeet, the adorable koala, and the sturdy wombat. These animals represent the natural beauty and biodiversity of Australia. When we talk about a very fine condition coin, it means the coin has been circulated, but still retains clear details. You can still see the features of the animals, the texture of their fur or feathers, and the inscriptions are readable. There may be slight wear on the high points, but overall, the coin still looks quite attractive and collectible. This condition is very popular among collectors because it balances affordability with good visual appeal. Now moving on to the background and composition of the coin. The Australian 50 cents coin is made from cupronickel, which is a combination of copper and nickel. This makes the coin durable, resistant to corrosion, and able to maintain its shine for many years. The coin weighs around, making it quite heavy compared to many other coins, and its distinctive 12-sided shape makes it instantly recognizable even without looking at it. The design itself is a celebration of Australian fauna. The lorikeet represents vibrant birdlife, the koala symbolizes calm and uniqueness, and the wombat reflects strength and grounded nature. Together, they make this coin not just currency, but a small piece of art and national identity. Now let's talk about collector demand. Coins like this are very popular among both beginner and experienced collectors. The reason is simple. They combine beautiful design, cultural significance, and affordability. The 2004 Fauna Series coins are especially loved because they showcase wildlife, which is a universal theme that appeals to collectors worldwide. While this coin is not extremely rare, its demand remains steady because many collectors want to complete their Australian Fauna Series or collect coins with animal designs. Another reason for its demand is its condition. A coin in very fine condition is accessible to most collectors, making it a great entry point. It's also a coin that people enjoy upgrading later to higher grades, like extremely fine or uncirculated. Now let's come to this part everyone is curious about the current market value. As of today, a 2004 Australian 50 cents fauna coin in very fine condition generally holds a modest but respectable value. In international markets, it may range approximately between $2,000, $30,000 to $2,000, $50,000 depending. Like extremely fine or uncirculated, the value can increase further. It's important to understand that coin value is influenced by condition, demand, and collector interest. Even if the coin is not extremely rare, its design and popularity help maintain its value over time. Now let's share some helpful tips for collectors. If you have this coin or you are planning to collect it, always handle it carefully. Try to hold it by the edges and avoid touching the surface too much, as fingerprints can affect its condition. Store your coin in a protective holder or coin album to keep it safe from scratches and environmental damage. Also, never clean your coin aggressively. Cleaning may seem like a good idea, but it can actually reduce the coin's value. Collectors prefer coins in their natural condition, even if they show slight wear. Another tip is to keep learning about coins and stay connected with other collectors. The more you understand the history and significance of coins, the more enjoyable your collection journey becomes. Finally, let's conclude this video on a positive note. The 2004 Australian 50 cents coin featuring the lorikeet, koala, and wombat is a wonderful example of how coins can tell stories. It represents nature, culture, and craftsmanship all in one small piece. Whether you are collecting for passion, investment, or curiosity, this coin is definitely a great addition to any collection. Next up, today we're going to explore a very interesting and beautiful coin that many collectors love, the Australia 50 cents coin from 1977 issued to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the accession of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a piece of history, a symbol of a significant royal milestone, and a collectible that continues to attract attention even today. So sit back and enjoy as we dive deep into its story, its condition, and its current market value. The year 1977 marked a very special occasion in the United Kingdom and across the Commonwealth. It was the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, celebrating 25 years since she ascended to the throne in 1952. To honor this milestone, many countries, including Australia, issued commemorative coins. The Australian 50 cents coin released that year is widely recognized for its unique and elegant design. Instead of the standard circulating design, this coin features a commemorative portrait of the Queen surrounded by symbolic elements representing her reign and the Commonwealth. When we talk about a very fine condition coin, we are referring to a piece that has clearly been circulated but still retains strong details. The design elements are visible and attractive, with moderate wear but no major damage. For collectors, this condition strikes a nice balance between affordability and visual appeal. One of the most interesting aspects of this coin is its composition. Unlike many earlier Australian coins that contained silver, by 1977, Australian 50 cents coin was made from a copper-nickel alloy. This means it contains no precious metal, but it is still highly valued for its historical and commemorative significance. The coin has a distinctive dodecagonal shape, which means it has 12 sides. This unique shape makes it instantly recognizable and adds to its charm among collectors. Its weight and solid feel also give it a sense of durability and qualities that people appreciate. The design itself reflects the importance of the Silver Jubilee, combining artistry with symbolism. It serves as a reminder of a long and stable reign that had a global impact. Now let's talk about demand, because this is where things get really interesting. The 1977 Jubilee 50 cents coin is quite popular among both beginner and experienced collectors. One reason is its historical importance, and another is its accessibility. Since this coin was minted in relatively large numbers, it is not extremely rare. However, that doesn't reduce its appeal. In fact, it makes it a perfect entry point for new collectors who want to own a meaningful commemorative coin without spending a fortune. Collectors often look for coins in better condition, and pieces graded as very fine or higher tend to attract more attention. Coins with minimal wear, clear details, and no scratches or discoloration are always in higher demand. When it comes to today's market value, the 1977 Australian 50 cents Silver Jubilee coin in very fine condition generally holds a modest but steady price. On average, this coin can range from around $2,000, $50,000 to $75,000 depending on its exact condition and presentation. Although prices can vary depending on the exchange rate and the platform where the coin is being sold. If the coin is in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, the value can go higher. Special versions like proof coins or those in original packaging can command even better prices in the collector market. What's important to understand is that this coin's value is not just about money. It also carries sentimental and historical worth, which is something collectors deeply appreciate. If you are thinking about collecting this coin or already have one, it's always a good idea to store it properly. Keeping it in a protective holder or coin capsule can prevent scratches and environmental damage. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value. Even if a coin looks slightly worn, its original surface is more valuable than a cleaned one. It's also helpful to learn about grading standards so you can better understand the condition of your coin. The more knowledge you have, the better decisions you can make when buying or selling. And most importantly, enjoy the process of collecting. Coins like this are not just investments, they are stories you can hold in your hand. In conclusion, the 1977 Australia 50 cents coin celebrating the 25th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's accession is a wonderful piece for any collection. It combines history, design, and accessibility in a way that few coins do. Even in very fine condition, it holds a respectable value and continues to attract collectors from around the world. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned collector, this coin is definitely worth appreciating. Next up, today we're going to explore a very interesting and collectible coin, the Australia 50 cents coin, specifically the 2001 issue, often associated with New South Wales collections and found in very fine condition. If you're a coin lover or just starting your journey in numismatics, this video is going to give you a complete understanding of its history, condition, composition, demand, and most importantly, its current market value. The Australian 50 cent coin has a rich and unique history. First introduced in 1966, when Australia transitioned to decimal currency, this coin quickly became one of the most recognizable pieces due to its distinctive shape. Unlike most coins around the world, it features a dodecagonal or 12-sided design, which makes it easy to identify even without looking. Now coming to the 2001 issue, this coin was part of the regular circulation series and also gained attention due to its connection with state pride and collectible sets linked to regions like New South Wales. While it wasn't a rare commemorative coin in itself, collectors appreciate coins from this year because of their availability in different conditions. A coin described as very fine condition means it has been circulated but still retains clear details. The design elements are visible, though slightly worn, and the coin still has a pleasing appearance. It's not brand new, but it carries character and history, which many collectors truly value. One of the most interesting aspects of the Australian 50 cent coin is its composition. Originally, in 1966, these coins were made from silver, but due to rising silver prices, the composition was changed the following year. By 2001, the coin was made from cupronickel, which is a durable alloy consisting of. This composition gives the coin its silvery appearance while making it strong enough to withstand years of circulation. The coin weighs 15.55 grams and has a large diameter, making it quite substantial compared to many other coins. Its size and unique shape give it a premium feel, which adds to its appeal among collectors. The design on the reverse typically features the Australian coat of arms, showcasing symbols like the kangaroo and emu, representing the nation's identity and pride. This design has remained iconic over the years and is one of the reasons collectors love this coin. Now let's talk about collector demand, which is a very important factor in determining value. The 2001 Australian 50 cent coin is not extremely rare, but it is definitely collectible, especially in higher grades like very fine or better. Collectors often look for coins that are well preserved, and a very fine condition coin fits nicely into many collections. Beginners also prefer such coins because they are affordable, yet historically meaningful. Demand increases when coins are part of complete year sets or when collectors are trying to build a full series of Australian 50 cent coins. The connection to New South Wales collections or themed sets can also add a bit of extra interest. Overall, the demand is steady and positive. It may not be extremely high like rare coins, but it is strong enough to keep the coin relevant in the collector market. Now comes the most exciting part, the current market value. As of today, a 2001 Australian 50 cent coin in very fine condition generally holds a modest but respectable value. In most cases, this coin is worth around $1.48, 0 to 1 ounce on 75,000 Australian dollars in the collector market. If the coin has better eye appeal or is closer to extremely fine condition, it may fetch slightly higher prices. However, since it is a relatively modern and widely circulated coin, its value remains accessible for collectors at all levels. For collectors, this value can vary slightly depending on demand, exchange rates, and availability, but overall, it remains an affordable collectible. If you are thinking about collecting this coin, there are a few helpful things to keep in mind. Always try to choose coins with the least wear possible, as better condition means better long-term value. Handle your coins carefully and store them in protective holders to avoid scratches and damage. It's also a good idea to learn how to identify grading levels, as this will help you understand the true worth of your coins. Buying from trusted sellers and comparing prices in the market can also ensure you get a fair deal. Most importantly, collect coins with passion and patience. Even simple coins like this one can become valuable over time, especially if they are well prized and part of a complete collection. To sum it up, the 2001 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition is a wonderful piece for collectors. It carries history, has a unique design, and remains affordable while still holding steady demand. While it may not make you rich overnight, it offers something even more valuable: a connection to history, a sense of achievement in collecting, and the joy of owning a piece of Australia's currency heritage. Next up, today we are diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the Australia 50 cents coin from 1971, especially in very fine condition, and exploring what it's worth in today's market. If you're a coin collector, a beginner, or just someone curious about old coins, this is going to be a very interesting journey. Let's start by talking about the history of this coin. The 50 cents coin from Australia holds a special place in the country's decimal currency system. Australia introduced decimal currency in 1966, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 50-cent coin was one of the original denominations introduced at that time. Interestingly, the very first 50-cent coins in 1966 were made with high silver content, which made them extremely valuable. However, by 1971, due to rising silver prices, the composition had already changed, making these coins more practical for everyday use rather than precious metal value. Now focusing specifically on the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin, this piece features the iconic coat of arms of Australia on the reverse side, showcasing the kangaroo and emu supporting the shield. On the obverse side, you will find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which was designed by Arnold Machin during that era. This design gives the coin a strong historical and cultural identity that collectors really appreciate. When we talk about condition, a very fine coin is one that shows moderate wear but still retains clear details. In a 1971 Australian 50-cent coin, you would still see the main elements of the coat of arms, although some finer details like feathers or inner shield lines may appear slightly worn. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II would also show some wear, but the overall image remains recognizable and attractive. This condition is quite popular among collectors because it balances affordability with decent visual appeal. Moving on to the background and composition of the coin, unlike the earlier silver coins, the 1971 version is made from cupronickel, which is a blend of copper and nickel. This gives the coin a durable silver-like appearance without the high intrinsic metal value. The coin weighs around and has a distinctive dodecagonal shape, meaning it has 12 sides. This unique shape makes it easily recognizable and adds to its charm among collectors and everyday users alike. Now let's talk about collector demand. The 1971 Australian 50-cent coin is not considered extremely rare, but it is still an important part of completing a full Australian decimal coin collection. Collectors who are building year sets or type sets often look for coins like this in the best condition they can afford. Coins in very fine condition are especially appealing to beginner collectors because they are accessible in price while still holding historical value. The demand is steady rather than explosive, but it remains consistent due to ongoing interest in Australian coinage. Coming to the current market value, a 1971 Australia 50-cent coin in very fine condition generally holds a modest value. As of today's market, it typically ranges between approximately $140,000 to $1,088,000, depending on factors like eye appeal, exact wear, and market trends. In some cases, if the coin is closer to extremely fine condition or has particularly strong details, it might fetch a slightly higher price. However, since it is a common coin, its value mainly lies in collectability rather than rarity. For collectors, there are always smart ways to approach coins like this. It's a good idea to store your coins properly in protective holders to prevent further wear or damage. Even a very fine coin can lose value if it gets scratched or corroded. It's also helpful to learn grading skills so you can better judge the condition of coins yourself. Watching market trends and checking recent sales can give you a better idea of when to buy or sell. And most importantly, collecting should be enjoyable. So always focus on coins that interest you personally, rather than just chasing high prices. As we come to the conclusion, the 1971 Australia 50-cent coin in very fine condition may not be a rare treasure, but it is a meaningful and affordable piece of history. It represents an important era in Australia's transition to decimal currency and carries a design that reflects national identity. Its steady demand and accessible price make it a great addition to any collection, especially for those just starting out. So whether you already own this coin or are thinking about adding it to your collection, remember that every coin tells a story, and this one is a small but valuable part of Australia's numismatic journey. Keep collecting, keep learning, and most importantly, enjoy the beauty and history behind every coin you hold. Next up, today, we are exploring a fascinating piece of history captured in metal. The Australia 50-cent coin issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Captain Cook's voyage to Australia. This coin is not just currency, it is a symbol of heritage, exploration, and national identity. If you are a coin collector or simply curious about rare coins, this story will definitely inspire you. Let's take a closer look at this remarkable coin and discover what makes it so special, especially in very fine condition, and what its market value looks like today. The story of this coin begins in 1970, when Australia celebrated 200 years since Captain James Cook charted the eastern coastline of the continent in 1770. This historic voyage played a significant role in shaping Australia's future, and to honor this milestone, a commemorative 50-cent coin was issued. This coin was released into circulation, making it both a collectible and a piece of everyday history. Unlike many modern commemoratives, this one was designed to be widely used, which adds even more charm because many of these coins have passed through countless hands over the years. When we look at the design, it beautifully reflects the spirit of exploration. The reverse side features Captain Cook's ship, the HMS Endeavour, sailing proudly. The image captures a sense of adventure and discovery, reminding us of the courage it took to explore unknown lands. The obverse side carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, as was standard for Australian coins of that era. Together, these elements create a balanced and meaningful design that collectors truly appreciate. Now let's talk about the condition, especially what very fine means. A coin in very fine condition shows moderate wear but still retains clear details. The main features, such as the ship and lettering, remain visible and strong, although some finer details may be slightly worn. This level of condition is actually quite attractive for collectors who appreciate coins that have circulated and carry a sense of history. It tells a story of time and use, which many collectors find appealing. Moving on to the background and composition, the Australian 50-cent coin from this period is made of this silver content alone gives the coin intrinsic value, meaning it is worth something even beyond its collectible appeal. The coin weighs approximately, and its silver composition adds a solid premium feel. This is very different from modern coins, which are often made of base metals. Because of this, older coins like this one have a strong presence in both the numismatic and bullion markets. Collector demand for this coin remains steady and positive. Many collectors are drawn to it because it represents a major historical event and is part of Australia's early commemorative coin series. It is also accessible, which makes it a great entry point for new collectors. At the same time, experienced collectors value higher-grade examples, especially those in very fine or better condition. The combination of history, silver content, and attractive design keeps this coin relevant and desirable in the collecting community. Now let's talk about the current market value. As of today, a 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin in very fine condition generally ranges between approximately $2.30, 0 to $2.50, 0 Australian dollars, depending on factors like eye appeal and market demand. The silver content also plays a role in setting a base value. When silver prices rise, the coin's minimum worth tends to increase as well. However, coins in better condition or with exceptional detail can sometimes fetch higher prices among collectors. For collectors, this coin offers a wonderful opportunity. If you are starting out, this is a great coin to include in your collection because it combines history, affordability, and silver value. Always try to store your coins properly in protective holders to maintain their condition. It's also a good idea to learn how to grade coins, as condition can significantly affect value. Buying from trusted sources and comparing prices can help you make smart decisions. Over time, even modest coins like this one can become treasured parts of your collection. In conclusion, the 1970 Australia 50 cents Captain Cook commemorative coin is much more than just a piece of currency. It is a celebration of history, a reminder of exploration, and a valuable collectible that continues to attract interest. Whether you are collecting for passion, investment, or curiosity, this coin offers something meaningful. Its silver composition, historical importance, and steady demand make it a positive addition to any collection. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy learning about coins like this, stay tuned for more stories from the world of numismatics.